Oh boy, was this one a risky search term. The FNAF animatronic known as Ballora was first introduced in the 5th Five Nights at Freddy's game Sister Location, and instantly had a load of indecent fan art. But nevertheless, the character is still pretty creepy, being able to move their face like other funtimes while also being a mother figure, and was made to be a new version of William's wife. At least we're pretty sure she was made in some form of memory or a better version of her. She isn't possessed by Mrs Afton, but that doesn't mean she isn't scary and can't be made terrifying. Those instances are what we're exploring today. Greetings gamers and welcome back to Top 10 Gaming. I'm Connor Monroe and this is the top 10 scary FNAF fan alternate versions of Ballora. Let's do it. God damn it, I miss being able to say roll the intro. In at 10, Hybrid Ballora. It's not that I shudder at the thought of Hybrid Ballora, but more the fact that who would combine Baby and Ballora in such a way? Like, what purpose does this serve other than just creeping me out? It's an abomination. These are two characters that I never intended on or wanted to see together. It just sets me on edge. This is like the grown-up version of Baby, and her name is literally Baby, so it feels wrong. And I don't know what else to tell you. It's Baby's visuals on Ballora's body with some added thickness, and it's making me all sorts of confused. But one question still remains. Is Elizabeth possessing this, or when the creator was making this, did they intend on it being a separate character entirely? And why are they thicker than my Villaggio thick sliced bread? I don't know. It's actually, they're thicker than Kim K. In at 9, Phantom Ballora. The Phantom animatronics are where most of the scare in FNAF 3 comes from. They jump scare you out of seemingly random times, scaring the player and distracting them by giving Springtrap a chance to move. But even though they're the main source of scares, we only get a few animatronics to take on that ghostly mantle. But even though the game comes later in a timeline sense, Sister Location wasn't released before FNAF 3, therefore we get no Sister Location animatronics in this game. But that didn't stop people from making new ones. And out of all the custom Phantom animatronics I've seen, Ballora is probably the most tame, only given the texture and maybe a couple missing limbs, but not much else going on. So this makes it not as scary and probably not as unsettling as Hybrid Ballora, but at least it's all Ballora, which makes it more suited for this list. And at 8, Stylized Ballora. No matter who creates a more stylized version of Ballora, they always end up looking more humanoid, and I don't know about you, but I prefer my robots to not be humanoid. No matter, the stylized Balloras of the world are creepy as hell and give off some ultimate Austin Powers fembot vibes. And while this video already wasn't good for my search history, these more humanoid versions of an already feminine robot are going to be giving me some weird ads. Imagine if FNAF had a dating sim that was advertising itself in the way to like those ads that are like local MILFs in your area looking to chat, but it's like animatronics in your area looking to stuff you. Something like that. That would be hilarious. And you know what? You can have that idea for free. God knows Phasmophobia didn't pay me for anything that I said in that video, so I guess everything's pretty much fair game. Wait. Phasmophobia's Steam page went live in March of 2020. So they announced the game before that video came out? All of my anger has been a lie? Well, damn. And at 7, Dimitrescu Ballora. Resident Evil recently came out with another installment in their classic well-known series. And while a video about it may have flopped on this channel, the game certainly didn't. And neither did male fans after seeing Lady Dimitrescu, apparently. Since there was literally, mods just a week after release. Maybe less, actually. It's like when Skyrim first came out and there were all the mods about removing items from NPCs. But the character combined with a FNAF animatronic that already caused kids to have mommy issues is just another level of weird. Like Barney Stinson would be proud of this. I don't need to describe this, okay? It's Lady Dimitrescu's outfit on Ballora, but damn, it's terrifying if you think about it. Someone please Dimitrescu me from this nightmare. I apologize. And at 6, Motorcycle Ballora. This is on the list because it's weird. It's not scary, but it's weirder than the previous ones were scary, so it's gonna go higher. Someone turned Ballora into a motorcycle and I don't know why. Look, while I'm all for whatever you're into, okay, no judgment zone as long as it's legal and doesn't put anyone in danger, this obsession with riding Ballora is kind of putting me on edge. It puts my mental stability in danger, and honestly, it's already dancing on the fence, so even the slightest push can send me spiraling into a well of even more FNAF madness. And I don't mean like like more FNAF madness as in like more FNAF on this channel. No, I just mean I'll go crazy. But like, what? Why is this a thing? Why were you compelled to do this? Who hurt you? And what the hell is her back wheel made out of? Halfway through it at number 5, Broken Ballora. While there is already a Broken Ballora in FNAF AR, I believe, just based on the animatronic deterioration mechanic, this one was created by Kench1 on DeviantArt and is creepy as hell. This is basically just a withered Ballora, and honestly I don't know why I didn't look that up on my list, because my usual methods for these is to put in the adjectives for the normal animatronics like Nightmare, Scrap, Phantom, etc., and then just add random creepy objectives when I run out of those, like broken or stylized. But this time I didn't look up withered. I guarantee that there is at least one version of withered Ballora. Actually, yep, plenty. The fans are really good at making animatronics creepier, especially when they're withered. Okay, so you know what, let's just pretend that this number was withered Ballora. There you go. And at 4, Destroyed Ballora. Jesus Christ Superstar, what in the Lord's name is this monstrosity? I thought that Broken Ballora was nightmare fuel, but this is even worse. Look at this face. This is the face that took over the questionable Reddit groups. This is haunting. The look on her face, as if she's staring into the very abyss where your soul used to be. But you've already given it to Scott Cawthon in search of answers, so all she can do is make you suffer. Make you relive your worst memories over and over again. Making you scream from the inside, clawing at the walls of your mind trying to desperately to escape. But you can't. You can't and you won't, because Ballora has you now. And not just any Ballora. This one has seen battle. It knows its weaknesses and has terminated them. There is no saving you now. Now it's you and Ballora forever, watching you suffer and smiling as you do. It wanted this. You wanted this. It's everything you could have ever asked for. But you know, that's just one man's opinion. And at 3, Nightmare Ballora. Nightmare Ballora is a piece of work. Holy freaking shit. With teeth like needles and that signature torn and battered Nightmare aesthetic, this is what I expect when I think about a Nightmare version of a character we've already seen. However, I'm getting some serious Fuerza from Flash Season 7 vibes here, especially from this image posted onto the FNAF subreddit by user Demolition Inevitable. And the rest of these are terrifying. Even the ones most people would consider bad are actually still messed up. This is the first animatronic on this list that has actually made me feel unsafe. If this wasn't Help Wanted, I wouldn't play it. Even less than I play it now. And at 2, Scrap Ballora. There are multiple versions of Scrap Ballora and they're all terrifying. Some more than others, but all worse than the last one in some way. There is only really one thing I find funny about this, and it's the fact that her chest is still there. Like, this character was reassembling herself and thought, yeah, better put thine memories back where they doth belong. Or like, gotta grab me my mommy milkers. Is that too much? Probably not, but I don't care, I'm on antidepressants. There was one from user FTT Heinen on DeviantArt that seems to be the more popular one, and for some reason it's carrying a scythe. I mean, don't get me wrong, scythes are cool, but why? Like, in the lore that you made for this character, why do they have a scythe? And why do they put their boobs back on their body? Like, it's terrifying. Is this trying to get every touch-starved person interested? Because, like, I mean, given the past year, I'd say we're all pretty touch-starved, so there's still the audience for it. Finally, in at number 1, Spider Ballora. Anyone who knows me knows I hate spiders. Big, small, poisonous, venomous, not aggressive. Any form of spider deserves to die and will if it's near me. And while the Havoc puppet is messed up, the spider version of Ballora is literally called Spider Ballora, and I hate it with all of my guts. While a couple of Nightmare Balloras have spider-like legs, this one takes it to a whole new level. Her original form crawling like a spider was already bad enough in my eyes, but now I have to deal with literally 8 eyes, 8 legs, a thorax, and 6 arms. What the hell, man? Why on God's green earth would you create this unholy monstrosity of a creature? This is the kind of thing that even Satan doesn't approve of. When you die and have to walk down the stairs, Satan's gonna hide behind the gate and tell you to keep walking. This is true horror. I don't care what you think. You think that this isn't scary? Good for you, but I'm not sleeping tonight. There we have it, friends, the top 10 scary FNAF fan alternate versions of Ballora. What's your favorite alternate version of Ballora, and who do you think we should cover fan alternate versions of next? Be sure you let me know down below. Thank you all so much for watching. I have been and shall remain Connor Monroe, and I'll see you in another video. I'm not sleeping tonight.